segment 1 we worked on the basic techniques against a standing opponent, and we worked on the striking kata and the defensive movement kata. In segment 2 we applied the same techniques and some more sophisticated techniques against an opponent in motion, basically an opponent attacking with a right hand strike. Okay, in segment 3 we're going to apply the same concepts and variations of more sophisticated techniques against an opponent who's attacking with a side kick. As I move back into position, my fellow demonstrator, Master Don Wozleski of Mission Group, will come out to assist. First concept, as the opponent is in his fighting position, he'll be throwing side kicks at me with his right leg. Remember, with a side kick, you have to learn to move against one of your opponent's most powerful techniques. So errors in your judgment can be quite disastrous to your own health. You can get hurt quite seriously if you absorb the impact of a side kick. What you have to remember is that a side kick is linear. Here's his target, he comes in. Since it's linear, I know where I have to move as he comes in. Attacking fast. He attacks, I'm out of the way. He attacks again, I'm out of the way. His power is in one line, so as long as I know what line his power is on, I can move anywhere in free space and be away from it. Okay? He's in his ready position, we're squared off. We're going to do the 5 basic striking counters as he does his first attack. First strike is into his ankle as he attacks. First strike is into his ankle as he attacks. Again, demonstrating once again. Another view, same technique. Hits with sides. Second technique, as he throws a side kick, watch what I do with my left hand. I check his leg. He comes in again. I check his leg. Counter. Okay. He comes in again. I check his leg. And I counter into his calf. So the concept is you're controlling and countering. Okay? He attacks, side kick, 1. Okay, again he attacks, side kick, 2. He attacks, side kick, 3. And switching sides, we're going to go opposite directions. With those techniques I've been outside of his power. Now I'm going to go inside of his power, view on the opposite side of his body. He attacks, inside, attack. Attacking and countering. He attacks, inside, into my opponent. Okay? Opposite side view. Sensei Don attacks, inside, snare, and counter. Notice the snare. As he attacks, I call this the cradle. Over the top, cradle. You see how I lock his arm, okay? Sorry, see how I lock his leg. Those are your counters. Again, ankle, calf, hamstring, from inside, hamstring, calf, solar plexus, or hip. Your 5 striking counters can be any one of those in any combination. Next sequence is the breaking sequence, same concepts apply. First technique, we'll switch sides so you can get a better view of this. As he comes up, I'm just going to loft my hand underneath his leg as it comes in. Trap his ankle, work against his ankle. Against the pressure point, right in the instep of the leg, right in here. As you work a stick into that spot, you're hitting a spot that's very sensitive and capable of producing great pain in your opponent. So he attacks, in, working the spot. Okay, you can actually break the ankle by pressing hard against that spot. The second technique is the trap. As he attacks, I snake over and under and around, and I've got his leg in a lock. I can snap it, I can toss it to the ground, whatever I want. In slow motion, I'll do it into free space. The trap is under, around, and locking. Next sequence is a knee bar. As the opponent attacks, I snare, I'm outside, executing the knee bar, in. Okay, opposite side view. Opponent attacks, in. Next one is snapping the leg over the stick as the opponent attacks. Snare over the top. Break the leg. Okay, at that point you break the leg. Okay, again, pressure point at the ankle, snaring underneath, knee bar, snaring over the top. Last technique is the reverse knee bar, stepping outside the opponent's power. I hook with my stick leg, take my stick over the top, locking his hands if I will, snapping his knee, taking him down to the ground. Those are your 5 techniques. Strike, snare, knee bar, outside knee bar. I'm not sure what the other one was, but it was a good one, whatever it was. 5 breaking techniques. Final segment is the 5 throwing techniques against an opponent attacking with side kick. Basically, these are using the leverage that the stick gives you to take the opponent down. So he attacks, I drive inside my opponent, I'm deep inside, just lifting him up as I come in. Now we'll demonstrate that. We'll take Sensei Dan down with it from this side, just so you can see the kind of leverage it's generated. As he attacks, snare outside, in, dumping him to the ground. Okay, the second version, same concept. As he attacks, I'll be hooking him with the butt end of my stick, instead of snaring him by wrapping my arm around him. We'll do it in slow motion, just to the point of the hook. He attacks, I hook, that's it. I snared his leg. Okay, I can just step forward, take him down in a reverse takedown. Very simple concept, very simple technique. Again, this is a sweeping away move. I'm locking and walking away, taking him down onto his face. Okay, just another variation of a takedown using a stick to assist. Perhaps the most threatening and the most dangerous of the stick throws is as the opponent attacks, I go under, lock the leg, take a quick step backwards, stretching him open at the crotch, dropping him down to the ground. We're not doing that here for safety reasons. And the final technique, we'll do it very slow motion for safety purposes. As the opponent attacks, he's not going to attack quite yet. I will go in underneath his attack, drive my arm in, and thrust straight up into his solar plexus with the stick. That motion will lift my opponent up off the ground and drop him onto his back. Now we're going to do this in slow motion, and we're not going to do it hard here, because we don't have a controlled surface. So the opponent attacks, I go under his side, lift, and up he goes. And you can see the power of that technique just from what happened here in a controlled situation. Okay, summarizing. Attacks with the right foot side kick, defenses against the right foot side kick. We did a group of striking defenses, a group of breaking defenses, and a group of throwing defenses.